I'm concerned about how much Cody, aka the Bald Eagle, is going to piss us off during this tell-all one-on-one moment with Suki. I have to admit that I do think that this season's one-on-one will be better than previous ones. It seems like more members of the family are going to actually be honest about some of the things that have been going on, and I'm looking forward to that. Now, it's important for us to know that this is not Cody's fault because his religion made him feel that he needed to have these wives. Tisha here, and I am back with another Say What? One of these days, I'm going to say it without laughing, but it's something about it that just makes me like, ooh, where are we going with this? So, recently, TLC has released a clip of the upcoming episode that is bound, based on the clip that I've seen, to pull us in and to piss us off. In the clip, Cody is telling Suki that Janelle sided with Christine. She never showed him any empathy or love, and he feels like she's done this because she's not capable of it. I said, look who is talking. Has this fool forgot that we actually watch the show? Without even going back to old episodes from seasons before, we can go back to ones as recently as the last 2 seasons and pull out times where he was not loving towards his wives. The only person who received that love was the bird. It's weird to him that Janelle would move that way, and to him it's just so sad. Given the way that Janelle witnessed him treating Christine and the discussions that he's probably had about Christine, both to Christine and to Janelle, because we know that Cody admitted to at times talking with his wives about other wives, I'm sure that that is part of the reason why Janelle didn't show him any empathy in this situation. He is so accustomed to the bird coddling him and telling him what he should feel and what he should say that he's so wrong with his assessment of this situation, and he really thinks that he's right. Cody is a walking, breathing contradiction. Suki asked him if he's jealous because Christine and Janelle are talking to each other. And Cody admits to being jealous of the relationship that they have formed because he said this is something that he's always wanted. This is the dynamic that he wanted to see with his wives while they were married. But they're now behaving the way they should have been for almost 25 years. And I hate that Cody uses words like behaving because these are not children. These are grown women who were friends, but this situation has seemingly brought them closer. As I stated earlier, he does not feel like Janelle is capable of love or empathy. Nancy in season 6, when Mary was expressing herself and they were all sitting there doing a family session, told Cody that he needed to learn to be empathetic. She did not tell this to Janelle. She did not tell this to Christine. She didn't even tell it to the bird, but she told Eagle, the bald eagle, Cody, that he needed to be more empathetic. So what do you look like now, season 18, telling us that this is something that Janelle needs to learn? Janelle knows how to do it. Yes, she might be more reluctant. Yes, she might be more hesitant. Yes, she might be more guarded, but she did at times show Cody what her version of love was. Cody informs us that Christine and Janelle having a good relationship that he always desired for them to have is a big FU to him. It's like they're going to get along now because it really pisses him off. I said, say what? Say what? Who is Cody talking about? Like, seriously, who Woo! Sorry, you guys. The point here is it burns Kody up to know that these women have moved on and that their lives are not revolving around him. Kody thought, I feel like, that they were going to still stay and they were still going to put their money in his pot and they still were going to continue to be abused emotionally by him and verbally by him. And these women stopped all of that. They're living. Even Mary, to some extent, is starting to live. These women are not friends to piss him off. They are friends because they've co-parented so much together over the years. They're friends because once moving to Flagstaff, they tried to remain connected. They are friends because even when the family isolated themselves and sequestered themselves and quarantined and did all these things, Christine and Janelle were still making a point to see each other with their children during the pandemic. And if I remember correctly, they did all of this while they were still married to Kody. There wasn't a talk or discussion of separation at this point. So how can he not see this? Forget about how beneficial this is to the children, Kody, because it's just a big FU to him. So even though these mothers have taken the time to make sure that they've remained in contact because of how much their children value them and being in one another's lives, Kody is more concerned about the FU to him. When he could easily, had he have done something as simple as, I don't know, engage with his children and allow them to come over from Christmas, some of this could have been alleviated and it may have not gotten as bad as it has. I'm interested in seeing how this all really turns out with Suki, because based on the clips, we can't really go off of exactly what's going to happen on the one-on-one. But I'm hoping that Suki has actually taken the time to read some of our comments on various platforms, not just YouTube, but Twitter, X, whatever it's called, and Instagram threads and Facebook and all these other places, and that they've seen what the viewers are saying and that they actually show Kody some of his contradictions. Now, I know this is wishful thinking, but it would be nice if Kody is held to the fire just a little bit by the actual host. Like, let's see him be called out on some of his mess, right? We also see in a clip where Christine is laughing at what Kody is saying and saying that this is what jealousy looks like. Keep in mind that she's laughing probably not only because, okay, now Kody is getting a taste of how it feels, but because for years, Kody was annoyed by the fact that Christine was jealous and he used it against her. Her jealousy then became her being mean. Why is it that she couldn't just be jealous and just that? Christine wasn't mean in her jealousy, and she was made to feel for years that she was. He was annoyed with a natural feeling in Christine where Kody wants us to feel badly for him because of something that he truly created. He discarded Christine for so many years that she has every right to laugh. If I was Christine, I would do the most obnoxious laugh possible in that segment, because you know Kody is going to rewatch this because he's going to want to see how he came across. Christine says now he can see how it feels when two people have a bond. Maybe he's jealous of the bond. Maybe he's jealous of the co-parenting. But this is what it has been like for 26 years. Take all of that into consideration. These women were constantly being told that they needed to deal with their issues inwardly for 26 years. Some even longer than that if we talk about Mary. Regarding a man that made them feel like they were insignificant, that made them feel less than, that did not fulfill their needs. That's heavy. It's really heavy. He said it's an unfair lifestyle. He never said it wasn't. He may not have said that it was unfair, but he did imply on many occasions that it was their job to deal with it and work through it, and that there was nothing that he could do about it, because we all know that Kody feels like he handled everything right. He also lets us know that they got to choose. This is all in this clip that was less than 2 minutes, if I remember correctly. It was not a long clip, and we're getting all of this from that one clip. They got to choose. Kody got to choose as well. But Parishta thought that Kody take accountability for his crap. Parishta thought that Kody actually admit to his faults and say, you know what? I am partially to blame for this because, like Christine says, I fell in love and I met my soulmate. I want him to take accountability for the things that he didn't do, for the things that he continues not to do. It's not the religion's fault that this is the way that this family has turned out. It's Kody's. We're going to put the blame on the individuals and the family. And even at some point, I'm going to blame the ladies as well, because the ladies put up with a lot of stuff. And I get that their religion, their doctrine says that they need to do certain things. But once you all knew that you no longer wanted to be with him, or in Janelle's case, because Janelle's still separated, she's not saying other things, they should have taken the steps to figure out what they need to do to get out of this situation. The women are all that they have at this point, because they do not have the husband. They have themselves and they have their children. So I don't blame them for getting closer. Kody was a piece of crap father who did the bare minimum for his kids and got more credit than he truly deserved. I remember watching some of the seasons. I'm like, okay, they praise Kody so much for being a good father, but how hands-on is Kody really? Just because you wrestle with the kid here or you put a child to bed there, that to me isn't enough to make you a parent. Like, a parent is there through all of it, not just the things that they want to be there for. So even at this time where he's having issues with his kids, he should still be there for all of it. But he won't be, because his pride, his ego will not allow him. I want Kody to keep enjoying being like this, because remember, y'all, he told us he's like this. Keep enjoying being like this with the bird, because the bird does not bring half of what these other women have brought to the family. And I'm not even just talking about finances. I'm talking about their demeanor, their light, their energy, the joy. That is not something that we've truly ever seen exhibited by the bird, all right? We haven't seen her be jovial. Most of the time it seems forced. And whether you like her or you don't, Christine did bring that. And even Janelle, married it too at times. These are women who had different things, but the things that they had made that family work for such a long time, despite some of this dysfunction. Kody is big mad, and I cannot wait to watch and see the other things that he says out of his mouth. I have a feeling that we're going to be doing a few of these videos, because if I got all of this from that one little clip, I can't begin to imagine what we're going to get from tomorrow's episode. I'm going to go ahead and put this out there today, even though my plan was to put it out there tomorrow, just to kind of get us ready for what is to come. If you have not already, please let me know your thoughts on this one, on what I've told you. How do you all feel about Kody being jealous of the dynamic that Christine and Janelle have formed? Until next time.